here is some recent Star Wars news.
Don't get too proud of this technological terror you've constructed.
Warning, there are potential spoilers for episode 9 in this video, so if you're trying to avoid spoilers, please don't watch. For realsies. Okay, first I want to talk about how we have some hints about the runtime of episode 9. Supposedly John Williams is composing 135 minutes, or he's working on writing, and he only has 34 minutes of it done. So episode 9 is going to be about 2 hours. That makes sense. Star Wars movies are generally 2 to 2.5 hours long. That's not a real big revelation. What might be a bigger revelation is John is putting all the Star Wars themes somehow in this final episode. As this is the final episode closing out the Skywalker story, it makes sense he would bring elements from all the episodes into this one. I'm excited to see how he closes out the Skywalker saga. Interestingly, we're told that the droid factory on the snow planet will have Easter eggs and droids that will be nods to other films Williams has composed music for. This is the last Star Wars film Williams will compose for, and I think that's a beautiful send-off. However, sometimes it will be as simple as just a few bars from the theme, so you're gonna have to listen closely to pick them all out. Also, we're being told that Yoda's theme will be in episode 9. That makes sense if he's including all the themes throughout all the other episodes, but I also hope that means that Yoda is going to be in episode 9. I kind of think that's a no-brainer. Yoda, Obi-Wan, Anakin, Luke, all as Force ghosts, or in some way will be in this final episode just to close everything out. In other news, there's some rumors going around that if they're true, it absolutely breaks my heart. So supposedly the big reason behind Disney killing off all the original trilogy characters is because when they reach an agreement with George Lucas, he actually still gets money, he gets royalties when they use those original trilogy characters. So that's why Disney has been trying to shove them out the door and get us to focus on the newly created characters with them being in control of Star Wars. This could also be the reason why we don't see any OT characters in Galaxy's Edge. They don't want to pay George Lucas those royalties. Honestly, I really hope that this is just a nasty rumor and that Disney hasn't shitted on original trilogy characters because of financial reasons. That would be really bad and cause a really bad backlash for them. But speaking of Star Wars and their Galaxy's Edge park, apparently the crowds for it are much less than they expected, and they're actually starting to either fire employees or severely reduce their hours in their Star Wars park, so that's not good. And I'm really sorry if you are working in Galaxy's Edge and you got fired or your hours cut. Also, apparently if Rey, the person playing Rey in the park, gets caught by the stormtroopers, the First Order stormtroopers, they get radioed from a higher up telling them to let her go, which is believed to be Kylo, but it's not 100% figured out. That does kind of fit into the rumor that Kylo is once again struggling with the light and dark, and that he is in love with Rey, and he's called out about it, and at one point Rey and him team up together, so I guess we'll see. To me, it makes sense, but I don't know. Too many people are angry about too many things. In other news, future Star Wars films make it a permanent studio for filming in the UK, specifically around London, and we should be hearing about this in the next few days to a week. Next, we had a Lego leak for A Knight of Ren, and he looks, I don't know, I guess badass, but at the same time, like a skeleton. Maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know. I'm still excited for the Knights of Ren in episode 9. They've been teasing them for far too long, and we know they're at least on the desert planet Pisana. Oh, and those Sith stormtroopers, apparently they have jetpacks just like those other First Order troopers we saw in the Rise of Skywalker teaser, so that's exciting, but I'm gonna talk more about them in a separate video. Oh, and I guess an add-on to this that was released after I finished recording this video, we now have a First Order Stormtrooper Lego leak, which has chest markings, and I guess the First Order Stormtroopers will now have these chest markings to sell more toys. I mean, I get the in-universe reason. Kylo took over the First Order and he wants to add his own mark to the First Order troopers, but in reality, we know it's to sell more Star Wars toys. Also, the Resistance Season 2 trailer is now out if you want to watch that. And there will be no The Rise of Skywalker Entertainment Weekly cover issue for this month. I'm sorry. Okay, that is some Star Wars news. More videos coming. Stay tuned.
Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.